Darling. Darling. Are you here? Honestly, I spend far too much time looking for you. How you manage to keep getting lost in such a small space is, well, it's beyond me. Are you here? No. Aha! There you are. I might have known that I'd find you in my kitchen. You do so love destroying my work surfaces, don't you? Well, you call it cooking. I simply call it destruction. The only thing that you have successfully made since you've arrived here is a mess. Though, that's not always a bad thing, dear. Anyways, what are you doing? Do you fancy yourself as one of those, what's the term? Domestic deities? Yes, I thought as much. All right. What monstrosity of inedibility are you making now? No, I'm not being mean. I'm being honest. Fairies cannot lie. If you want me to compliment your cooking, well, then it needs to be worthy of a compliment. So, what is it supposed to be? Lemon cake? Ugh. You can eat it yourself. Count me out. I would much rather you beat me over the head with a horseshoe than serve me anything with lemon in it. I see that smile. Don't even think about it. You would be hard-pressed to find a horseshoe around here. But I wouldn't put it past you. You have proven yourself to be rather resourceful. No, I'm not weak to lemons. I just don't like them. Honestly, it's more of a surprise to me that you do like them. Nasty things. With their skin the color of sunshine and their flesh the flavor of acid. If I had wanted to taste something sour, well, then I'd just go dip my tongue in vinegar. Ugh. Or when you're in one of your moods. Hey, towels are for drying dishes, not for throwing at me. Now you've got flour in my hair, you nuisance. Anyway, before you waste my electricity baking something that neither of us can eat, why don't you start over with better ingredients? Where did you even get a lemon, anyway? This isn't like the salt shaker you brought from home, is it? I'm starting to think that you're doing these things on purpose. You brought one for medicinal purposes. On the day you came into the ring. Of course you did. Because if a fairy couldn't cure your ailments, a nasty fruit that even the animals avoid would definitely do the trick, right? Why are humans so drawn to things that they evidently shouldn't consume? I have never had a sudden thirst and decided, ooh, why don't I try a nice cup of cyanide? Or set my candy on fire because the burn may enhance the flavor. Stop smirking. It was not a euphemism. Though, if it was, I should think the inflamed candy would be better seen by a doctor rather than shared with a partner. Guess it just depends on what you're into. I know they're just lemons right now, but they're, well, what do you call it? A gateway fruit. Before you know it, you will be tied to a bed with someone dripping hot wax all over your body because you enjoy the sensation. I can think of far better things to do with a set of candles. I could make you squirm without even lighting the wick. Well, all right, that one was a euphemism. But what do you expect when you get me all hot and bothered? No, not with the lemons. There is nothing sexy about lemons. But they're good me. What if I laid you down on that bed, naked and ready for my touch? And then I were to squeeze lemon juice all over your... No, it just doesn't work. I'm simply repulsed by that imagery already, let alone the idea of actually licking it off of your skin. But there must be something you've made that we can use. What's in this jug right here? Oh, honey buttercream. Now you're speaking my language. But it's easy to cover you in something delicious and make it sensual. And though I am going to do that, I first return to my nemesis, the dreaded lemon. If I don't succeed in my endeavors, then this wretched thing will have bested me, and I simply cannot allow that. But I can't put it anywhere fun because, well, it could burn you. So I'll have to be more creative. No. I've got nothing. All that I could think is that we use the lemon to clean up this disaster you've made of my kitchen. Then I could take you on this counter. But that's pretty boring in terms of creativity. There must be some other use for this. Oh, I know. How about invisible ink? We could use the juice to play a naughty game on the paper, then heat it up to see who won. No? Well, yes, I suppose that would be pretty boring as well. But they're not exactly easy to work with. You've picked something that is just impossible to eroticize. And, well, I hardly think that is fair. But we do have this mixture. A nice smooth spatula and... Oh. Oops. Oh. No lemon cake to put it into. It's a shame. Well, I guess we will just have to find something else to fill with cream. You started this, dear. We can't let my ingredients go to waste. And this is such a lovely, thick frosting. Oh, that's the stuff. I bet that you can't wait for me to slather this all over your body. My warm tongue caressing your sensitive skin as I cover you in slow, sensual licks. Getting lower and lower until... Oh, no, that's unhygienic, isn't it? Why would you even suggest such a thing? What a waste of buttercream. And not to mention you'd be sticky for several hours after. And besides, why would I reward such behavior? No. You're going to make me a new cake for this lovely filling to go into. Right after you clean this kitchen. Don't forget to brush and dustpan the floor. Someone accidentally knocked a bowl off the counter, and now there's glass everywhere. There's a good human. I'm going to go out and run some errands. Check in with the other Fae. Essentially just, kill time until I'm ready to turn in for the night. Of course you can sleep by my side, but if you touch me, or yourself for that matter, I will have you in ropes until the morning. And not in a fun way. Before you go forming any ideas. All right, get to it, love. I expect great things when I come home. Spotless surfaces, a new cake, and a clean and glass-free floor. Keep up with the honey, though. That's a flavor that I definitely approve of. The buttercream is delicious, which is part of why I'm not going to waste it by using it as body paint. As fun as it would be to lick it off you, that would be pleasurable for the both of us. And I'm punishing you. I've been watching you since this all began, and you haven't stopped smirking once. It's almost like that ring of salt all over again. You're riling me up on purpose, aren't you? But it's to your detriment this time, because I'm going out and having some fun, and you're staying in and cleaning up. Quite the opposite of getting down and dirty, don't you think? You like to play games, and that's fine. But don't be surprised when I flip the board. Oh, don't pout at me like that. I did tell you before that you can't trick a trickster. If you're going to be acting like a brat, then you will be treated accordingly. Understand? Now, while I'm away, I want you to think about what you did and about how my fingers will be curled around a tall glass of pineapple juice instead of getting yours flowing as you moan my name. My tongue will flick against the paper straw, which will undoubtedly be falling apart as it gets wetter and wetter. Maybe I will end up thinking of you after all. But, don't even think about dealing with your frustrations in my absence. I've enchanted the books in the library to fly around and beat you over the head to deter such frivolities. And several of them are hard-backed, so I wouldn't risk it if I were you. Right, I have places to be, so I will be seeing you later, darling. I have great expectations for my homecoming. Don't let me down. One more thing. If life gives you lemons, don't bring them to me.